join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Well, LeBron James is closing in on the top 3 all-time list in scoring. LeBron said it's an honor, but he added, scoring has never been on my list of goals. Facilitating, rebounding, defending, getting block shots and things of that nature always ranked above that. Kevin, he has filled up the box score for a long time.
He can impact the game in so many ways. DA, thank you. Could be a transition free-for-all tonight. Brent, what's your feeling about going for the open 3 on the break rather than taking it in for a higher percentage shot in the layup?
Well, nowadays we know that the three-pointer actually means more for any given team.
Analytically, you're right.
Analytically,
yes.
But Kevin, what I'm interested in is on a given night like this where we're going to see a ton of threes, what's the decision-making of the guy with the ball? Sometimes it'll be the point guard. It might be a wing player, but how smart is he at finding the right shooter at the right time at the three-point line on these fast breaks?
Making those big decisions, you're right. And now the Lakers starting group, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Gasol, and at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Thunder, Horford is out there with Muscala. Then it's George Hill. Then there's Robertson. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the shooting guard.
All length there from AD. The assertive attitude, and it just makes him such a handful on the offensive glass.
Outside Hill. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That's his first foul.
Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight.
Hill finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Robertson. He's guarded by Caldwell-Pope. 4 on the clock. Horford trying to free himself up. Robertson can't hit.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively. This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
And stolen by James. To the left side wing. Nobody near Schroeder, and that one goes long.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
He feeds it to Davis. Rebound by Muscala.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced to miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Now here is Hill. Here's the floater, and it's good on the way up.
Now George Hill making me get out a box of tissues. Sweet teardrop there.
Lakers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Now here's Gasol. He's covered by Muscala. 3-pointer, and James gets it to go on the assist by Schroeder.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here is Hill. Good D by Gasol. Schroeder against Hill. Davis laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Davis has got 6 points.
And trust me, Dennis Schroeder would love to score the basketball, but his ability to set up his teammates is also effective.
Back to Horford. And Davis sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
Pass to LeBron. And finished off by LeBron.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Schroeder looking around. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Schroeder finds some deceptive ways to make you foul him. Someone who can nail some shots despite getting hit on the way up.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
One shot.
The starting gate, opening night in the NBA, Brent. What are you most looking forward to?
I just like to see who it is that, in terms of their competitive spirit right now, is coming out of training camp hungry. Let's see in the next couple weeks which team jumps out and which coaching staffs have done a great job preparing their team coming out of camp. Now, we know that teams can fall off, Kevin. The talent will catch up. Other veteran teams may get themselves back into a rhythm. But coming out of training camp, how much more together are teams, and teams that have made changes, what are they playing like?
What's their chemistry?
Let's find out how they're going to play this year.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Chance here to check out some stats on Anthony Davis. He's coming off an excellent season. Last season put up about 26 points a game, 12 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And he's been a rock in the middle for them over that stretch of games. Dominating the glass is his trademark.
I feel like those rebounds are wearing down and eroding the opponent. His effort right now, physically and mentally, has been good.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
Hill deciding where to go with it. Will it go? He dishes it to Horford. Clock at 6. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Their last encounter was in Oklahoma City, where they were able to handle the Thunder.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
Well, we'll see if the other team will address that problem in this game, because last game, man, they just got smoked on the boards.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander after LeBron James's miss. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Robertson. Good D by James.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
Caldwell Pope passes to Schroeder. Left side, Davis. Over Robertson. And it's Davis missing. Thunder trailing by 10. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The pass to Muscala. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Here's Horford. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
And the call will be against George Hill. That is his first foul of the game. Davis with it. 26 points for him last game against Houston.
Let's us not forget about the work on the glass, Kevin. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
James fires from way outside.
And this is what makes Robertson a special defender, the elite athleticism and willingness to put his body on the line.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Misses from short range.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
And Davis sends it back.
Phenomenal defense by Anthony Davis to spike that shot back. He'd make a heck of a volleyball player.
Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. And Davis with the basket on the assist by Caldwell Pope. 8 points for Davis.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And for the Thunder, a lot of the assistant coaches leaving this past summer. Greg, how much of a concern is that for head coach Billy Donovan?
Possibly a sign that Donovan could be on the hot seat in OKC. I mean, 3 consecutive first-round exits. Donovan on the final year of his deal. The clock is definitely ticking.
Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams have the most second chance points in the league. Second, the Thunder.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Defense is right there. Passes it to Hill. 6 to shoot. Now, here's Robertson. Great D that time from LeBron.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Harrell's checked in. Here are the Lakers. They're on a 16-4 run right now. Bounce pass, Schroeder. Over Robertson. James misses.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
That one goes in.
And he gets one to fall, and now 1 out of his first 4.
Caldwell Pope outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Lakers lead by 13.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Now here's Robertson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Clock is at 3. Muscala. The pass to Horford. The 17-footer. Misses off the left iron.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
LeBron passes to Harrell. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Hill.
And wow, you just have to love the motor on Montrezl Harrell when he's on the floor. Great on the glass, and he just plays with such a fire. Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And with Harrell, you can see how his energy spreads to the rest of the team.
Reminds me a bit of what Fareed used to bring to teams. Harrell is also undersized, but boy, he makes up for it in so many ways.
Bradley's checked in for the Thunder. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
The compliment that Harrell gets often is the fact that he's just so tireless a worker, and that energy is something that both coaching staffs and teammates appreciate. Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
And it's Bradley with the ball for the Thunder. 15-point game. Robertson kicks to Bradley. Pass to Horford. Over Davis. Bank shot. No good.
But his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm? And when AD takes off from the ground for alley-oops like this one, it really demoralizes the opponent.
Davis has gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 60%. Here's Robertson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. He kicks it to Muscala. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Los Angeles leading by 17. And that one's good by LeBron.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Bradley against Schroeder. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
So it's the Thunder now, following the bucket by the Lakers. Horford trying to free himself up. Bradley can't get it to go. It's stolen by Bradley. Horford. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Horford's got his second bucket tonight.
With that now, only 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start he was hoping for.
Here's James, and James throws it down.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
And Bradley gets it to go.
Great at maintaining some balance on that play. Bradley gets physical, but stays with the play.
James, the pass to Harrell. There's 42 seconds left here in the first quarter. And Davis wide open. He shoots. And a miss there on the triple.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. From about 16, that misses off the backboard.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Caldwell Pope passes to LeBron. Fires for 3. And the last second attempt doesn't fall.
The first team all defense, Avery Bradley, well-earned defensive reputation in the NBA.
Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the Los Angeles Lakers. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. Back right after this. The game is evolving, and Al Horford has changed his game along with it.
It never occurred to me that I'd be shooting threes at this rate and doing some of the things that I'm doing, but it's just the way that the game has evolved.
And give Horford credit. He adjusted with the times. He didn't stay set, Greg, in his ways.
Yeah, he was always a great mid-range shooter, and he's proven to be a legitimate threat from deep.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So the Thunder 5 right now. Muscala is out there with Horford. Then there's Bradley, and it's Nader in at the 3, the small forward. Ferguson for 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Schroeder. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Thunder trailing by 18. Pass to Bradley. Dishes to Horford. Ferguson kicks to Nader. From deep. That shot is off. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Floats it up for Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Now here's Bradley. A 24-point outing in their last game against Utah. There's the pass to Horford. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Davis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Caruso, no good.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot often.
Here's Ferguson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Inside, here's Schroeder, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Well, if you read the scouting report on Schroeder, he likes to get into the basket as close as possible because he's usually good from there.
Now, here's Horford. He's got 7. They could use a bucket, and the layup is good. Horford's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Now, say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
And Kuzma slams it in.
And with his size and athletic ability, playing above the rim, not an issue for Kuzma.
Here's Horford. The Lakers with the rebound. Harrell's got his 4th rebound in this one.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And that one's good, Caruso.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Ferguson. After the basket by Los Angeles. Passes to Muscala. The dish to Bradley. And he's good on the 3-ball. Bradley's got 5.
You know, coaching staff, when we talk to them, always talking about Bradley being more aggressive, more assertive. They feel like he gets more comfortable if he does that.
Here's Caruso. Pass to Schroeder. To the inside. Makes it off the glass. Caruso's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
And it's Bradley with the ball for the Thunder. Pass to Nader. Here's Horford. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Kuzma left side. Schroeder outside. And the 3-ball is good. Schroeder's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, not known as an outside Schroeder, he's definitely working on his 3-point accuracy.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Now the shot clock resets to 14 seconds on an offensive rebound. Brent, do you like that change?
I think digging into the numbers a little bit, Kevin, it only affects about 3% of total possessions.
Is that all?
Yeah, throughout the course of the year, not in any given game. So it's very, very,
no kidding,
very, very minimal what happens. But what I like is that players have to reset quickly with 14 on the clock, and I think coaches are starting to think about how it is they might have quick sets as opposed to getting the ball to the top of the key and trying to run through a traditional set. Maybe you have quick sets after the reset to get yourself a better shot.
More strategy. Time, let's take a look at last season's best transition team. The Lakers second, fifth on the list, the Thunder.
It's all about the fast break with these two groups. I mean, they were terrific a season ago, playing at a breakneck pace.
Here's Ferguson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Bradley. The shot comes out. Straight D that time from Dennis Schroeder.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And Harrell slams it in.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
The Lakers have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the second quarter. You've got to like how they've shot the ball. Back to Schroeder. Shoots over Bradley. Horford with the rebound. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Bradley up top. He's guarded by Davis. Bradley can't get it to go.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
And the Thunder with the possession here. Following the miss by Kyle Kuzma. Count it, good. And here's Schroeder. He's got 8. The pass to Davis. To the middle, Kuzma. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Passes it to Horford. Here's Muscala. Kicks it to Bradley. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Dennis Schroeder.
Bradley plays with a pretty decent force from the 2-guard spot, and that's how he gets calls like this.
Hey, Greg, when you evaluate Avery Bradley, the offense isn't what it once was, but the defense is certainly still there.
Yeah, Bradley has struggled with the scoring in recent years, but defense, that does not go cold. Still a menace to ball handlers, and his reach and length can suffocate perimeter players.
That free throw good from Avery Bradley.
Well, he's an effective two-way player, is Avery Bradley, and he's worked very hard. You remember his early years with the Celtics, just continuing to improve to make sure he has a place in this league.
George Hill's checked in for Muscala. Markieff Morris is checked in for the Lakers. Both free throws good from Avery Bradley. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Lakers. And Hill over to help. To the paint. There's Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
Well, Harrell gets up there and he uses that long wingspan for the finish.
Outside Hill. Inside. Here's Nader. And the layup is good. Nader's got his second basket of the night.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Schroeder. 8 points for him. Morris. Harrell trying to free himself up. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Outside Hill. There's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That is his first foul of the game. Robertson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Avery Bradley. The Lakers also making some changes. LeBron's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Dennis Schroeder. Here's Hill, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Well, George Hill, the veteran guard, doesn't produce at the volume he once did. Still, he brings a lot of value to a team.
And for Hill, Greg, he's a great veteran leader who brings value to a playoff-bound team.
You know, Hill has a game that is effective even when he's not scoring. His leadership and defense will make him a welcome addition to any roster, even as his numbers fade.
And he makes the first.
Well, whether George Hill has started, which he's done a lot in his career, or come off the bench, he's a guy that you like in your rotation as a steadying force.
Both free throws good from Hill. Brent, offensive versatility, all the rage now. Which guards do you think do the best job of generating offense with their back to the basket?
I don't know so much as these guys are playing with their back to the basket, Kevin, so much as they're finding ways to get the ball without a dribble at about 15 feet away from the basket. So one dribble, they're at the rim.
Right.
They're very effective at the mid-range. Chris Paul and DeMar DeRozan have had tremendous efficiency from those areas on the floor. So those are the kind of players that put some pressure on your defense because they're starting their offense so close to the basket, and they're effective with which they do it. Not on the post, not on the perimeter, and they're finding ways to be impactful.
And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
Shoots the three, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. Bounce pass from Hill. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
And looking at some numbers for Gilgeous-Alexander, how he performed last season. Averaged about 11 points a game, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And to be honest, not quite the numbers you've come to expect from a player of his caliber.
It's been a bit of a roller coaster, an up and down stretch for him right now, but don't worry, team. He'll be back out there and feasting in no time.
LeBron passes to Morris. 11 feet away. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got his 4th assist in this one.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Now here is Hill. Pass to Nader. Plenty of space. Caruso grabs the miss.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Here's Caruso. Caldwell Pope outside. Shot clock at 5. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. James misses. Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. And stolen by Harrell. James looking it over. Pass to Morris. Caldwell Pope for 3. Cans it from downtown. Caldwell Pope's got 8.
Yeah, defenses beware. You have to close out hard on KCP and disrupt his rhythm.
The pass to Horford. 1:46 left in the first half. LeBron with the block.
Wow, LeBron throwing that one away hard. There's a message behind that block.
Here's Robertson. Tipped away. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. And the dunk by James.
Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Now, here is Hill. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hill. Unhindered, going all the way. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Here's Hill. Passes it to Horford. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's defended by Harrell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And so Oklahoma City again turning it over. .43 seconds left in the second quarter. Caruso looking for an opening. Pass to Harrell. Caldwell Pope against Hill. 6 on the shot clock. And he gets the bucket. Caruso's got 6 points in the quarter.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes. And they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Hill with it. To the middle. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Harrell. Now the Lakers on the break. James with the ball.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
And so it's Los Angeles, able to put on a show for the ages. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Contavious, you guys came out with a lot of energy in the first half. What got you going?
Like you said, we came out with a lot of energy. We wanted to get easy basket on layups, knock down shots.
You got all that and more in that first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 19 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
More often than not, Ernie, LeBron tries to involve his teammates early, but he came in ready to shoulder the load tonight. Terrific all-around performance in the first half.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Oklahoma City.
Not pretty to watch how they get torched in the low post, Ernie. When they were playing defense in the post, you know me, Ernie. Barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. This team is going to have to up the pressure, play more physical in the second half. Start a fight, throw some bowls, let's go.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been a clinic out there by James.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
The Thunder shooting around 29% from the floor. Tough night for them all around on the offensive end. Checking out the group of Frank Vogel to start the second half. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Contavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Gasol at the center, filling out the middle. Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Whenever AD is floating around the basket like he was there, you know if he gets the ball, he's going to go for the jam.
Outside Hill. Rebound the Lakers. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. But taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas. David, thank you.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Pass to Robertson. Now, here is Muscala. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Horford. The Thunder with another miss.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
Well, game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Looking to end the run. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here's Schroeder and the powerful one-handed slam. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 12 assists.
Schroeder, one of those guys who likes to change speeds on the floor and uses it to great effectiveness.
Now Muscala. Down low. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Robertson's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, I like watching Robertson get involved in the offense, especially when he gets down there. Nice soft touch down on the inside.
And he gets it to go.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And there's the pass to Horford. It's Hill on the wing. He's guarded by Schroeder. Clock at 6. Muscala, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Davis from outside off the mark. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. And the layup's good off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points in the quarter.
Gilgeous-Alexander, a unique frame at his size and an intriguing scorer.
Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. And that's 15 points for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Thunder have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Hill passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Caldwell Pope. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game. Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Schroeder against Hill. Here's the teardrop. Here are the Lakers. They're on a 17-6 run. And again, it's the Lakers.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
The Thunder shooting pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. Muscala finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Horford. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Davis.
And we come back to it again and again. If you're just looking at points and rebounds, you really miss Al Horford's impact. It goes way deeper than the box score.
Now here is Hill. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by the Lakers. LeBron's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And some detractors have looked at Horford's stats, and Greg, they said he's not an all-star. Even Sports Talk Radio calling him average Al.
nonsense. I mean, still a great defender, efficient scorer, elite passer as well for a big man. Then you get to his leadership. Big Al is the total package.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
Yeah, just looking at this box score and wondering what Anthony Davis hasn't done. This guy's been on a roll since the tip.
Now here is Hill with the floater. They grab their own miss. Shoots over Schroeder. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And even though Schroeder might be on the light end of things when it comes to his weight, he remains relentless driving towards the basket.
Here's Hill. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Horford trying to free himself up. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. LA has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. James, left side. It's rebounded by Robertson. Robertson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets it go with the 3. It doesn't go for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. To the inside, Gasol. And finished off by Gasol.
A great assist there from LeBron. Going to try to set the table all night.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Robertson with it. Davis is there. And here's Robertson. Takes the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Robertson's got 5 points so far.
Well, there's no doubt that each year he gets a little better and more comfortable from beyond the arc. That helps Robertson stay on the floor for more minutes.
And that one's good. James.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. 6 points for him. He kicks it to Hill. The pass to Robertson. Over James. Rebounded by the Lakers. Davis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Caldwell Pope. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Hill. Down low, here's Robertson. Gasol with the rebound.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
Now, here's Caldwell Pope. He's got 19. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And always a smooth athlete. KCP doing a better job of drawing contact.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he was dialed in at the line a season ago. 87% from the line.
That free throw, no good.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
For the Thunder, Ferguson's checked in for Andre Robertson. And it's Avery Bradley in for George Hill. And then for Los Angeles, Kyle Kuzma comes in for Anthony Davis. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder. He hits the second from the line. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Ferguson. No points in the game yet for him. Bradley can't get it to go. Here's LeBron and the dunk by James.
Yeah, I'm not going to give LeBron any more space, but certainly like to see him dunk. How about that throwdown?
Bradley against Caldwell Pope. Right side Bradley. Shot to stop the run. The rebound by the Lakers. James right side. And finished off by LeBron.
Uh-oh. It's one of those nights for LeBron James, just setting the place on fire right now.
Bradley with the bounce pass. A minute 42 left in the third. Fires the three. Bradley with another miss. And here's Gasol. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Caruso, the pass to LeBron. And here is Gasol. 6 to shoot. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. 6 points for Marc Gasol.
Sensational feel in the painted area. Get Gasol the ball. Let him use his size and intelligence to full advantage.
Here's Ferguson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Muscala gets the bucket.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Now here's Kuzma. He dishes it to LeBron, and they double up James. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. You can't give away possessions like that.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Nader's checked in, and Randall subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And Muscala kicks to Randall. Passes it to Ferguson. Back to Randall. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Harrell's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And James throws it down.
LeBron exploiting the defense once again, knowing when to slash, and gets himself to the rim.
Now Randall. Shot from 16. No good there.
Great to see Kuzma working so hard defensively, showing how effective he can be.
And so it's Los Angeles with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be back with you shortly. Now let's hear what head coach Billy Donovan was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
You should never get beat like that in transition when they throw the ball. Those points add up right now. Let's be locked in and focused right now.
Billy Donovan, as you can tell, not too happy, failing to get back on defense. A major sin in the game of basketball, especially from his standpoint.
Yeah, and anytime you get severely out-hustled, you're going to hear about it from your coach. And you should if he's worth anything.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Randall. He's out there with Avery Bradley. And it's Ferguson in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And he can't get the first one.
And positionless basketball, all the rage, and Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets.
Jared Dudley's checked in for James. And he sinks the second. And very light-footed is Kuzma. Moves well for his size.
You know, kind of a tweener in terms of build, but he has the ability to light up that scoreboard, something every team can use.
Now, here's Bradley. Pass to Nader. He doesn't hit that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. The shot's good from Kuzma.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Randall against Rondo. Randall outside. Here's Nader. No good on the three. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the three ball well. Here's Rondo. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
It's underrated, but Rondo possesses terrific strength. Even when you get the contact, he has a way of being able to create and finish shots.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Burton's checked in. A few players now host podcasts, participate with those elements, with those vehicles during the season. Thoughts on that?
I think it's great. I think it's fantastic for our fan base and for our players to have an outlet, to have conversations and share a little bit more about their personality. It grows them as people, I think, Kevin, especially I've listened to J.J. Redick's many times over,
yes.
And you learn something new, not only about players, but about their interests and how they're spending time. And I think if you were a young player, let's say you were a high school senior and you're a college player and you're listening to some of the things that guys are talking about in their experiences, I think it's invaluable for what it is that you don't know exists around a player in the NBA, and for you to start having considerations about how difficult the task is, how mentally taxing. So these things are great outlets for the players.
Here's Baisley following the basket by Kyle Kuzma. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Here's what Oklahoma City's schedule is looking like. On Friday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then on Sunday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
He's off on the first. And the second free throw, good. There are many players now signing shorter contracts in free agency. You've talked about this a lot. Does it make it harder or easier for the super teams?
Well, I think it makes it easier because all of a sudden a star player from another team becomes available that you could latch him on to somewhere else.
Any examples you could throw out there? That
I don't want to get into the specifics
okay,
of it.
I understand.
I think we've seen it over the past 3 or 4 years with some of our star guys. And
yes.
I don't fault them because they're getting smarter. Players are a lot smarter about what it is that they can do with having the very few times, Kevin, that you have a say in your career as to where it is that you're going to play, and more importantly, the potential for what it is that financially you can make.
And playing for a championship.
For a championship, for potentially the opportunity to play with somebody who you've always thought you could either elevate their play or they could elevate yours. This is not going away anytime soon.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Yeah, when Rondo gets motivated, and we've seen that now for a good stretch, he's as valuable as it gets.
The shot by Baisley, no good. Lakers have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. And that one's good, Caruso.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And so it's Randall bringing it up now for Oklahoma City. And obviously some good players have taken less money for a chance at a winning championship situation. That's made some rich teams even better.
Well, you have to appreciate a player in that regard, thinking that the financial gains that he could have somewhere else and playing for a team that's not capable of doing what it is that you're trying to do, and that's win a championship, that they've decided, look, it's not about that for me. What it is about the experience of being around a team that elevates itself to being the best team in the league. And if you're fortunate enough at the highest level, Kevin, as a basketball player, to be around a championship, that experience sticks with you for a lifetime. So you do appreciate guys looking for those opportunities to be around a championship.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Los Angeles making a switch here. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's a garbage time question, Brent. Why do some teams leave their star players in the game even though the game has either been won or lost?
Forgetful coaches? No, it can't be that. Well, I don't know if...
if you're leading by 35 points late in the game.
And the star player is still in the game. Somebody's made a mistake with regards to the rotations. Quite frankly, there's really no reason for guys to be out there at that time. Early on in the season, it might be that the coach wants to start and play with certain guys, but as the season goes on, you just don't see that
anymore. Baisley. Morris with the rebound. The Lakers have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the 4th quarter on a roll. Here's Kuzma. That's tipped. And here's Randall. Pass to Baisley. Here's Burton. Rondo with the rebound.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Plays with such a fearlessness. Kuzma is terrific at staying engaged and forcing the issue.
And he knocks down the first one. For so long, the U.S. has been the country to beat in international basketball play. But there are some big-time challengers around the globe emerging.
Well, Serbia and Spain continue to be competition that the U.S. takes extremely seriously. Now, I'm not saying they don't take everybody that they step on the floor against with tremendous amount of respect. We know from years in the past that Argentina had its golden age with the players around Manu Ginobili and Oberto and Nocioni, but that seemed to be a timing thing for the Argentinian national team. Spain and Serbia will continue to be impressive and continue to push USA basketball in these international tournaments and Olympic play.
For Oklahoma City, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the 3rd. Pretty cold down the stretch. Burton, the pass to Nader. He can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Morris. Here's Horton Tucker. Banked in off the glass. Horton Tucker's got his first basket.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And that one's good. Burton. Here's Rondo. Brent, when a team hires a new coach, what tends to be the feelings of the players in that locker room, knowing there's a new voice?
If you are a veteran player, you have the opportunity, more than likely, Kevin, to call 5 or 6 resources that know who that coach is, because most of the time coaches that are getting hired have previous NBA experience. If you're a younger player, you're looking at what it is that's being written and said about that coach to try to evaluate how it is that you're going to fit in. The biggest responsibility, Kevin, is that new coach trying to get as many of those players into the facility or at a meeting or at a dinner to have them understand from day one, as soon as possible, what it is that they're about, what it is he's expecting from them, and how it is he's going to go about them. Then all the other things about guesswork, those go away.
Right, all about communication.
That communication, and communication as quick as you possibly can, that's an important factor.
Yes. The first free throw is good. Quinn Cook's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Both shots good from the stripe. And it's Cook with the ball for the Lakers. You know, Brent, how candid can players be in their answers in the post-game interviews about what has happened or what they're feeling at that time? In other words, is there a danger to being too honest as a player?
There could be, Kevin. I mean, anytime you express some of your vulnerabilities, and if it's done at the right time, somebody's going to take advantage of it. What we've seen over the past couple of years is, forget about when it is that the media is asking you questions. Most players are taking it to their social media accounts where they're able to get the message out without being baited by somebody with regards to a question. They can expound on whatever it is that they're feeling at that time, and that helps them to control the messaging a little bit more. And I think that trend is going to continue and continue to grow.
That free throw good from Randall. Lakers have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Here is Cook. And just miss after miss right now. Stolen by Dudley. Kicks to Rondo. Here's Cook. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Cook's got his first points of the night.
Yeah, orchestrating right now. Rondo should be playing with a baton.
Here's Burton, covered by Morris. Good on the bucket. Burton's got 10 points here in the second half.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here is Cook. High arcing shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. If you were commissioner, Brent, of the NBA, would you add or alter any rules right now?
Wow. First of all, I think you get to fly on a really nice plane wherever you're going, and you get to go to any game you want to.
Yeah,
so sign me up for that job.
With courtside seats, by the way, too.
Add or alter any NBA rules. I think the game is in a pretty good place right now, Kevin. And there's not much that I think is out there for us to change.
It seems like All-Star Weekend and the length of the season seems to be 2 pretty prominent things that continually come up.
Yeah, and as far as the question, I guess my head was going to things that are on the floor.
I was thinking that too, but I couldn't think of anything that really...
On the floor, it's tough to figure out something that could be adjusted, and I know Adam Silver and David Stern before him, all of their concern mostly is about the optics of the game.
Yes.
And right now, it's in a pretty good spot.
It's very pleasing to watch, there's no doubt. And the Thunder with the possession here. Randall passes to Baisley. And the pass to Burton. He kicks to Randall. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. 5 to shoot. Here's Diallo. The Lakers with the rebound. Here's Horton Tucker. At the top of the key, Cook from deep. And it's Baisley with the rebound. Beasley's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
And he decides to go old school with the finger roll.
For Los Angeles, they've gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Here's Horton Tucker. Passes it to Morris. Over Diallo. Morris with the bucket. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Here's Burton. And how often do players argue calls knowing that they are in the wrong? They know they're going after something that was the correct call.
Let's just say often, Kevin. I mean, you just never, the whistle.
Are they thinking ahead in terms of saying,
I don't think so. It's emotional. It's just an emotional reaction. I mean, you're out there running around and doing what you do, and you get a whistle, you're going to react to it like, oh, I did something wrong. Why am I in the principal's office right now? I want to get my side out. I know you saw it. Everybody does.
That sounds like you may have done a lot of that.
I try to avoid that, Kevin.
Did you? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't think that's healthy for you and your reputation.
So it's the Thunder now. After the basket by the Lakers, here's Randall. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Morris has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here is Cook. Pass to Morris. Over Randall. Morris, no good. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Burton, no good. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Lakers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for LeBron.
Not sure what else the coaching staff could ask for. He contributed in every facet of the game tonight, racking up a triple-double.
Here is Cook. The Thunder making the shot. Pass to Rondo. Morris kicks to Cook. A floater. It's deflected. Randall surveying the D. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Randall. He doesn't get the second one. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now the pass to Morris. Tries from 10. Not going to go that time. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. AD, it looked like you guys were having some fun out there. Is there a new dynamic coming up offensively?
No, we just don't care who scored the ball. So the ball movement was great. Everybody's rebounding and talking. So when we play like that, it's fun to watch. you know, and everybody out there having fun, smiling, a lot of emotions. That's all we asked. That's all Coach asked for, and we did that tonight.
Good win tonight, A.D. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later. A lot of pace with these two teams, Doris. You were the primary ball handler when you played. What was your style?
Well, I think, you know, the style that players want to play in, Kevin, are the fast-paced, open-floor styles, which really allows you to showcase, number one, if you're a skilled basketball player. Number two, do you have great athleticism? Is speed your best attribute? To me, a free-flowing, fast-paced, sort of read and react system is the absolute ideal style.
And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Caldwell Pope out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Gasol, and at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Schroeder. Here's LeBron. Can't cash in from close range.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he uses the glass on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the first points up on the board for the Thunder. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Billy Donovan and I got a chance to talk for a little bit. And it's no secret that the Lakers have had their number this season. They've lost all three of their previous meetings between the teams. Coach explained their shortcomings in a simple manner, saying they have LeBron and we don't. Sometimes that's all there is to it. We just need to be better as a team to take a win off. Well, that's not a bad assessment, guys.
Thank you, David. Oklahoma City shooting their first foul shots of the night here. That free throw missing.
Well, the Thunder begin on the defensive end of the floor. This is a team whose formula is to force a ton of turnovers, come up with steals, get out in transition. Last year, 4th in the league in defensive rating.
Good on the second free throw. And for the Thunder defense, Doris, it starts with their rebound.
Well, you have to begin with their strong interior defense. That lets their wings get out and pressure and take some chances. Defense has turned into a pillar for this team.
And here's James outside. Rebound by Muscala.
Boy, just 1 for 4. A little brisky right now.
On the wing, Robertson. James covering. Hill dishes to Horford. Knocked loose. And here's the fast break. And he lays it up and in.
Well, just fantastic defense by LeBron. You have to protect the ball or he's going to swipe it from you with his lightning quick hands.
And Muscala kicks to Hill. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Outside, Davis. Back to Schroeder. And the pass to LeBron. Just 5 on the clock. And finished off by LeBron.
I don't think you can stop LeBron James when he starts off to fly like that. Might as well just start jogging back the other way.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Hill kicks to Robertson. It's back to Hill. Shoots over Schroeder. Again, Oklahoma City.
George Hill is the maestro in the pick and roll, a capable scorer and passer.
James outside. Passes it to Schroeder. Back to James. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Horford. And it's Hill penetrating again. Oklahoma City.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot around this morning.
Lakers trail by 3. James with it. 29 points for him last game against Houston.
You know what else impressed me? How infectious his tenacity was. Simply a wrecking ball on the boards, collected huge amounts of rebounds.
The Thunder have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Davis against Horford. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Davis.
Al Horford, a force inside right now, willing himself to the line, getting physical near the basket.
I'll tell you, for all the intangibles that Al Horford brings to the table every night, the leadership, there is such a humble, authentic, unselfish nature that I think sets the tone for the whole team.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
Free throw drop for Al Horford. And the veteran leader, Al Horford, a calm, quiet locker room presence, Doris, but his words carry a lot of weight.
No doubt, Kevin. Why? Because he's always team first, because he plays the game the right way, and this helps create a culture of winning. It's why Al Horford is so coveted.
So Horford gets 2.
Guys, I know we've discussed this many times, but I don't think statistics really reflect Al Horford's true value. This guy is a terrific player and a pro's pro.
Now here's Davis. Last game, 26 points, and that one's good. Schroeder.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Hill. 6 points for him. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Davis. And it's the Lakers on the break. The finish, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Well, coaches love seeing this from Dennis Schroeder. Recognize the situation, find the open teammate.
Hill deciding where to go with it. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Outside Gasol. He's off on that one, and it's Oklahoma City the other way. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home club just couldn't pull out the win.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
Here's James following the basket by George Hill, and the shot goes in. LeBron's got 6.
You know, here's your problem. You've got to be able to close out hard to LeBron James because he knows he can score from there. This is his money shot.
Pass to Horford. Fires from deep. Hits the three-point bomb.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
And here is LeBron after the three-pointer from Al Horford. And that one is good. Davis has got his second bucket of the game to go.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
Now here is Horford. He has 5. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
You know, people refer to Al Horford being the hub for this team. Defensively, he's always in the right position and such a good playmaker for a big man.
And it's no coincidence teammates often have the best seasons of their careers, Doris, playing alongside Al Horford.
I think, Kevin, that has everything to do with his passing ability, but also his willingness to be an incredible screener. This guy walls off defenders as long as possible, maybe even flirting with a moving screen. All I know is guys get wide open looks off of Al Horford's screening ability.
He misses the free throw. Los Angeles making a switch here. Harrell's checked in. He sinks the second. And this is what we've been waiting for all summer long, all off season long. After many months, Doris, basketball is finally back.
And what's incredible, Kevin, is the NBA's popularity just continues to grow. There's worldwide enthusiasm. The NBA players represent the league so well, and my goodness gracious, can they play some basketball?
Interesting how now the league, Doris, is commanding the calendar all year round. It used to be such a seasonal game. Now it's 365 days a year.
So many storylines throughout the course of the summer. Who's playing where and with whom?
Schroeder passes to Gasol. Dishes to LeBron. That one misses, and it's Oklahoma City the other way. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rejection by Harrell. The drive by Schroeder. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
This guy has quality wingspan for his size. Dennis Schroeder can adapt and adjust to defensive pressure.
Lakers shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
One shot.
That one misses for Schroeder.
You know, I think one of the important things for Dennis Schroeder is to keep trying to become more and more efficient. Let his offense come naturally and improve as a distributor.
Hill. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. And 12 points for Hill.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Now here's Harrell. 14 points from him the last game against Houston. Caldwell Pope outside. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Fires from 14. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Pass to Horford. Horford double team. Inside. Oh, he misses the dunk.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. Poked away. It's stolen by Muscala. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Mike Muscala. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Thunder making a switch here. Nader's checked in. Lakers trail by 4. And stolen by Horford. Here's Robertson. And the rejection by James.
Don't bring that weak stuff in here. LeBron always on the prowl to send shots back with force.
Schroeder against Hill. Schroeder passes to Harrell. Clock at 6. Gasol dishes to LeBron. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And there's the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Caldwell Pope. The Thunder with another miss. Lakers trail by 4. And here's Schroeder. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
This guy not just a jump shooter now. Dennis Schroeder more than happy to get inside and mix it up.
Schroeder against Hill. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
James right side. Here's Gasol. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 3 assists now in this one.
I'll tell you, that's about all you could ask for from a defender. Marc Gasol just so good at making contested interior shots.
Now here's Horford. 8 points for him. Pulls it from the elbow. Oklahoma City gets it back. 18 that time from Harrell.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander after the basket by Montrezl Harrell.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Stop it. What can you do? James is so big and athletic that sometimes you have to foul him if you're on the defensive end.
For Los Angeles, they have shot just 1 free throw, missing that one earlier.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
Well, how about a multi-time champion and a multi-time MVP, and LeBron James continues to dominate. It truly is special to watch.
Avery Bradley, he's checked in for George Hill. The Lakers also with the sub. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Marc Gasol. And both free throws good for LeBron. We've got 33 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Kuzma. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Kyle Kuzma picks one up. The Thunder have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple. First free throw is good. And so he hits both.
You just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
Here's LeBron, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. LeBron's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, nice stroke on that jumper from LeBron James. There's no defense in the world that's going to stop that.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Horford. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. 10 points for Al Horford.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint.
Oh, he got it to go!
Wow, how about that?
OMG, that's how you silence a crowd.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Al Horford was born in the Dominican Republic, and he talked about why he gravitated towards basketball instead of baseball.
Coming from a place where baseball is what's driven to us every time. I mean, I started playing baseball. I didn't play basketball. I started playing baseball, and just watching my dad play basketball, I just fell in love with the game. And people were still telling me, they're like, nobody makes it out of here usually out of basketball. I mean, your dad was a very rare case, and I just believed in it.
Yeah, wanted to follow in his father's footsteps.
And what a career. College championships at Florida, an all-star in the NBA. I think he made the right choice.
And this has been a fairly close game.
LeBron James, ever the showman, with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
Bradley kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. He's got 7.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
Pass to LeBron. Shot from 16. And Horford pulls it down. Horford's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. In the corner, Bradley with it. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. Ferguson, the pass to Horford. He can't hit that time. And the Lakers take it the other way. Schroeder against Bradley. Schroeder kicks to LeBron. Harrell up top. The dish to Schroeder. Misses the 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Doris, you've said this often. It is incredibly difficult to compare guys of different positions in different eras, isn't it?
It really is. There's so many discussions about who's the GOAT, who's the greatest of all potential time. And there are certain names that are always going to pop to the top of the list, LeBron James. But it's very difficult to me, say, to compare a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, one of the greatest to ever man the center position, had the impossible to check sky hook. But how do you compare him with LeBron James, who, though he is, and I don't know what position he is, he may be the greatest passer in the history of the league. Like, let's enjoy individual greatness without comparison.
Davis has checked in for Los Angeles. So Horford gets 2. Here's Schroeder. 6 points for him. Pass to Caruso. Kuzma kicks it over to Schroeder. The pass to Harrell. Here's the 3. Horford with the rebound. Horford's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Bradley passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Ferguson. He's guarded by Davis. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Shoots over Kuzma. Horford, no luck. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. And it's Schroeder in the corner. Passes to Davis. Drops in the layup for 2. Davis has got 6 points.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. From 15 feet away, Kuzma pulls it in.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Caruso, the pass to Davis.
And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, a rock solid 79%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Davis. So Anthony Davis nails both of them.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Bradley with the bounce pass. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Miss number 6 for him. He's made 2 of his 8 attempts. Here's Schroeder. And again, the Lakers, no good. And we were talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words what he is able to do on the basketball floor?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets of the game. Really, it's remarkable.
Count that one. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points this quarter. Los Angeles leading by 3. Schroeder outside. From the high post, and the shot goes in.
If you give Dennis Schroeder space, he is going to get into his mid-range game. Knocks down that one.
To the middle, here's Horford. Great D that time from Harrell.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
Pass to Davis. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 9. They get the rebound. Nader. That one goes. Count it. Nader's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
The pass to Caruso. Now here's Harrell. Over Bradley. Again, Los Angeles. Thunder trailing by 7. Pass to Nader. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Well, Kev, that's the court vision of Avery Bradley. Remarkable how he finds these wide-open teammates on a consistent basis.
Pass to Caruso. Davis with it. Nobody near Schroeder. Second shot opportunity, and it's laid in by Davis. Davis has got the lead up to 7 now for the Lakers.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
He is too good a mid-range shooter to leave him that open.
LA has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Harrell with it. To the paint. And Davis throws it down.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
And first timer of the game called for Oklahoma City. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well. Mike Muscala is checked in for the Thunder.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Schroeder. Last season's performance for him averaged about 15 points a game last season, 4 assists and 3 rebounds. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and Horford wide open. He shoots, and a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 assists now tonight. Here's Schroeder, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, Dennis Schroeder over the years, boy, as he started to harness all that energy and talent.
Lakers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Schroeder hits them both.
And a great job from the line this quarter. They've gotten their percentage way up there.
Outside Brent. Six on the shot clock. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Harrell's got his 4th rebound in this one. Caruso kicks to Kuzma. He gets that one. Kuzma's got the lead up to 9 now for the Lakers.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Now Muscala still looking for his first bucket in this one. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Sunday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Monday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Utah Jazz.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
No good on that one.
Well, Kevin, how about the remarkable improvement of Avery Bradley over time? Once strictly a dominant defender, this guy can make threes, he can drive the lane. There isn't an aspect of the game where he hasn't grown.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Terrence Ferguson. And it's Hill in for Gilgeous-Alexander. He hits the second from the line. Here's Caruso. Pass to Harrell. Over Muscala. That one wide left. Thunder trailing by 8. To the middle. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Here's Caruso. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Kuzma outside. The three-pointer no good. And it's Bradley with the ball for Oklahoma City. The pass to Horford. Robertson kicks to Bradley. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Doris, great scoring is often reliant upon great footwork. And we hear coaches, don't we, talk about that all the time?
We really do, Kev. You look at a guy like Kyrie Irving, who at the point guard position is one of the great scorers. He's a clutch shooter. He doesn't go to the free throw line a lot, and it's because he's so elusive, can finish left and right, puts a lot of English on his shots. DeMar DeRozan gets separation with incredible footwork, and maybe the best in the league right now in terms of his footwork, that tap dancing James Harden, which is just nearly impossible to check.
Oh, I love those names, and you're so right. And it's fun to watch. What a skill. James checked in for Kyle Kuzma. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Lakers leading by 5. Here's Caruso. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got 4 assists now tonight.
Listen, we know that LeBron James can score at will, but he is phenomenal at hitting his guys with perfectly placed passes.
Hill with it. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Offensive rebound. And Los Angeles guys shooting very well. 56% for the floor here in the second quarter. And the dunk by LeBron.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Thunder have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter. Just under 50% shooting. At the elbow, it's Grant. Hill up top. He kicks to Robertson. Clock at 6. Now, here is Muscala. He's covered closely. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Here's Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Hill kicks to Muscala, passes it to Brantley. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it. And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
For Los Angeles, they have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
Both good from the line that time. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Chance to check out LeBron James. Great showing for him last season. He put up about 27 points a game, 8 assists and 8 rebounds. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Can they get it? A rebound by the Lakers. James has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger. I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Hill with it. Now guarded by Hill. Hill, no good.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And finished off by LeBron.
Oh, the athleticism and the speed of James in the open floor never ceases to impress. He is just a beast at finishing these fast break opportunities.
Now, here is Hill. 14 points for him. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Muscala, the pass to Robertson. Here's Horford. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
And the aggressive attitude of Davis on D makes him such a tough matchup. He's not going to give his man an inch of breathing room, and that was the difference on that possession.
And so it's Los Angeles, sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He ended up with 19 points, 6 assists, and 7 rebounds. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
They have run their offense straight out of a coach's textbook tonight. Both ball and player movement have been excellent. And the result of all that movement, almost all high-quality shots they're generating. It's pretty to watch. Very good fundamental basketball.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Oklahoma City.
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotations. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. And you know, I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Horford is out there with Robertson. Then there's Hill, then it's Mike Muscala, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the 2. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. And there's the feed to Muscala, right through the D for the layup. Muscala's got the first bucket of the third here for the Thunder. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers.
And last season, Andre Robertson missing so much time due to injury. Think back in his career, he's been a pivotal piece.
What about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness. I I don't know how it's possible for a player to keep getting better with age, but as LeBron said, he's like fine wine, baby.
Hill against Davis. Hill passes to Horford. 5 on the clock. It's tipped.
Wow, twice on the pipes from Dennis Schroeder. Woohoo!
And it's Davis finishing it off.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Hill passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Schroeder against Hill. Back to James. Here's Schroeder. Again, Los Angeles.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Now, here's Robertson. He's guarded by Schroeder. And here's Robertson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Yep, that one goes.
Well, that's confidence coming into play right there. Robertson knows what it takes to score through contact.
LeBron outside. Good on the shot. LeBron's got 4 points in the quarter.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
Pass to Horford. Now Robertson. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Robertson with it. Over James. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Now we'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. Second, the Thunder.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
Watch Dennis.
Caldwell Pope on the wing.
Watch the screen.
From deep three-point range, the Thunder pull it in. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. LeBron kicks it over to Schroeder. LeBron dishes to Schroeder, and it's good. 2 points. Schroeder's got 14.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Robertson finds Hill. Off target with his 3. The Lakers have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. James in the post. Defended by Robertson. LeBron, no good. Now Robertson. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Caldwell Pope outside. Davis with the bucket.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Robertson the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Horford. Trying to end the drought. Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Davis. Lakers have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Schroeder passes to Gasol. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Muscala's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Hill drives in. No good. Shot missing. And the Lakers going the other way now. LeBron James on the wing. Defended by Robertson. Horford against Davis. Kicks it to James. Lets it go from deep. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
With the teardrop, Hill pulls it in.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Kept alive. Here's Davis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game. First one falls for the Thunder. Ferguson's checked in for Robertson. And Randall subbed in for George Hill. So he gets them both. Oklahoma City shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Here's Horford. He's got 14. No good with the elbow jumper.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That one, no good. LeBron with some nice D. The drive by Schroeder. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And this is Schroeder's game, right? Get off the dribble drive with a quick first step. Nice.
Randall kicks to Muscala. There's the pass to Ferguson. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Passes it to Ferguson. Over James, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And now a moment to see the stats for Horford. A very nice season for him last year. He put up about 13 points a game last season, 6 rebounds and 4 assists. And he paced the whole team in points per game last season.
Well, his teammates understood that he was their best option. And understandably, Greg, they got him the rock.
Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Back to Schroeder. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. And that's 18 points for Dennis Schroeder.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Randall passes to Muscala, and he dunks it down.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Outside Gasol. He dishes it to LeBron. Knocks down the 3 ball. LeBron's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, after netting 1 in the first half, that's the 2nd deep ball to go down for this guy.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Caldwell Pope passes to Schroeder. Over Randall. And it's Schroeder missing. The Thunder shooting the ball at 42%. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Over Caldwell Pope. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
For Los Angeles, they have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. A different look for Oklahoma City. Nader's checked in. And Bradley subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. The Lakers also making some changes. Morris is checked in for Gasol. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder. And for the Thunder, they're shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. Now here's Randall. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And Muscala kicks to Bradley, drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, I love how self-assured Avery Bradley has become. On the catch and shoot, there's no hesitation.
Here's LeBron, and finished off by LeBron.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Randall passes to Nader. And here's Bradley. And Davis sends it back.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Now, guys, it seems like every drive of LeBron's involves contact, doesn't it? He's like a magnet for bodies out there.
Randall outside. Out left to the wing. Here's Muscala. No good from outside. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Lakers. The drive by LeBron.
How intimidating it must be when LeBron is bearing down on the rack like that.
Randall passes to Ferguson. Shoots from 12. And good that time. Nader's got 6. There's 1:17 left to play here in the third. To the inside, James. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And it's Bradley off the drive. Caldwell Pope with some nice D.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
And Caldwell Pope has improved as a passer. Nice to see that development in his game.
Bradley can't get it to go.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Sinks the 15-footer. He has 7.
Yeah, Bradley has developed this nice mid-range stroke, and you've got to guard him better than the defense did there.
James in the post, and the basket is good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Greg, to me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers sitting at a lead of 40 points at the end of the quarter. Terrific play. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Right back after this break. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. And on the court for the Lakers to start the 4th. They've got Morris, Jared Dudley out there with Kyle Kuzma. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Caruso in at the 2 guard. Bradley can't get it to go.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yes, that goes in.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Randall passes to Nader. Now Bradley. Doris, here's something kind of interesting. There's been a lot of talk about moving the draft to after free agency. What would that look like?
Well, I think talent is always going to be at a premium. So I would think if there's a guy that's the absolute definitive #1 pick, he's going #1 regardless of roster construction. But the reality is it might help those teams who maybe if they know who's on the roster, it might change the kind of draft selection they would make. So it's an interesting supposition. We'll see if the NBA moves in that direction.
Shot clock at 2. Ball's knocked loose. Oklahoma City shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Here's Randall. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Kuzma. Misses from close range. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Randall with the bucket.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
The Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Rondo dishes to Morris. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Caruso kicks to Rondo. 4 on the shot clock. The high post shot. Nice jump shot. Good.
No doubt about that. It's a bonus anytime you can get Rondo to knock down those contested jump shots. Great focus there on the finish.
The offensive rebound.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
Yeah, Rondo just isn't afraid of getting hammered on the inside. Remarkable at getting under the skin of his opponents and forcing the issue.
Doris, all right, this is going to come out of the blue here, but if you had to choose between raising the height of the basket or widening the floor or even widening the lane, which would it be?
I have very strong feelings on this, Kevin, and for me it would be widening the floor. And the reason I say that is it feels to me in the last couple of years there are more sideline violations where teams are turning it over because they're trying to get to that corner three, one of the most advantageous, best shots in today's game, but because that three-point line is so close to the sideline out of bounds, we're seeing too many violations. So if I had to choose between one or the other, I would absolutely widen the floor.
And so Rondo hits both free throws.
And there's no denying that Rondo is a wizard with the ball, exceptional at exploiting holes in the defense.
Randall passes to Baisley. Can't hit from in close. Lakers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Rondo drives in, and the shot is good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Rondo's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Burton. Outside for Randall. Pass to Dort. 6 to shoot. And the layup falls. Dort's got his first 2 points of the night.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Horton Tucker, the pass to Morris. And another basket for the Lakers.
Well, this is how Morris makes his living. Lethal on the mid-range jumper.
Randall surveying the D to the right side. Here's Nader. Hits it from three-point range.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
Rondo, bounce pass. Here's Kuzma. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Randall against Rondo. Here's Horton Tucker. Pass to Kuzma. Basket counts.
And you have to tip your cap to Kuzma. He absorbs contact well and knows how to adjust his shot.
Here's Burton. He's guarded by Dudley. Randall outside. Shot clock at 6. And the pass to Dort. Back to Randall. Takes the 3. Rebounded by Dudley. Lakers have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. And it's good for 2.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Lets it go from 14. And that one's good. Burton. Lakers have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Rondo looking over the floor. Passes it to Kuzma. Nader grabs the board.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Here's Burton, covered by Morris. And it's sent back by Morris.
And when Morris is protecting the rim with that kind of effort, what a lift for his group.
Rondo on top. He's defended by Randall. Rondo passes to Morris. Out to Kuzma. Pass to Horton Tucker. From deep. So good on that one. And the Thunder going the other way now. Here's Burton. Randall right side. People look at that general manager position with the team. I think it grows with some organization, maybe shrinks in importance with others. But by and large, it is more stable than coaching, isn't it? That position of being a GM.
Yeah, and I think, Kevin, if you were to ask coaches, one of the things I've heard sort of thrown out there as an idea is when you list the head coach's record, why not list the GM's record as well? Because the reality is success in the NBA is contingent on so many things. What's your ownership like? What kind of front office personnel? Have they made great decisions? Do you have the best possible coaching comparative to the talent on your roster? So much contributes to winning, Kevin.
Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Baisley, covered by Morris.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. You and I were just talking about something Commissioner Silver said the other day about a proposed mid-season tournament. What do you think?
Well, I certainly think if they do move to a mid-season tournament, it's going to have real value for it to matter. To get the fans engaged, something has to be on the line. So, number one, you're going to have 2 goals. Instead of 1 championship, maybe you want to win that mid-season tournament too.
And it's Cook with the ball for the Lakers. Doris, when you look at draft eligibility requirements, it is a very fluid topic with a lot of different ways it could go, a lot of moving parts. Where do you stand?
I'll tell you the truth, Kevin. I'm conflicted about this because I believe there is real value to the college experience. There's high-level coaching across the game at the collegiate level, but I also believe that young men who have talent should be able to, when they are eligible, decide when they want to become professionals. So, listen, I'm sort of in the middle. There are legitimate arguments to be had for both sides. What I hope, regardless, is we get the best players in the league, and that's certainly going to happen whenever it happens.
And when you're open, Rondo finds you, always has his head on a swivel.
Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Dort. Pass to Baisley. Here's Burton from deep. Drills the 3-pointer. Burton's got 5 points now in the quarter. Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Outside Rondo. And there's the pass to Morris. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Randall against Rondo. Randall passes to Burton. Back to Randall. Shot clock at 5. From deep three-point range, but they recover it. Second chance shot. Muscala misses.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Horton Tucker, the pass to Morris. Here's Horton Tucker. Back to Cook. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Here's Dort. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Well, remember the time, Doris, when it was rare to see stars changing teams? Now we read about it every day.
No question, Kevin. Think back to my formative years watching the NBA as a fan. Larry Bird was a Boston Celtic. Magic Johnson was a Los Angeles Laker.
Take a break.
The trend in today's NBA is that shorter player contracts, more player control over where they want to be. And the reality is this, Kevin, at some point, free agency entered the equation. It's appropriate, it's fair, they've earned the right to choose where they play.
Diallo, he's checked in for Jason Randall. And so he makes both from the line. 1:56 left in the game. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Morris. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Diallo, the pass to Dort. Pass to Muscala. Here's Burton, covered by Morris. Pulls it up. Burton, no good. LA's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Lakers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for LeBron.
This guy putting on a passing clinic. If you want to know how to run an offense, roll back the tape from this evening.
The first free throw is good. And I just love the skill set that Markieff Morris has, Greg, at that forward position.
He really is a do-it-all type of forward for this team. Can step outside and shoot, but has no problem guarding anyone on the front line of the opposition.
And Morris drops them both. Doris, we've both been very public in our admiration for LeBron, the face of the league, for so many years. When he retires, and we're approaching that date, who do you think might step up and take his place as the face of the NBA?
Well, probably the most likely candidate is the new and reigning MVP, and that's Giannis Antetokounmpo, who is an absolute physical force. He's put on 50 pounds. He's getting more and more skilled. When he adds that three-point shot as a consistent weapon and gets to an in-between game, he will be impossible to guard. Kawhi Leonard, you know, he is now sort of taking over as a multi-time winner of the Finals MVP, and certainly a player guys want to play with. So just a couple of possibilities there, Kev. Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Horton Tucker. Now Morris. Over Muscala. Morris with the bucket.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes, Greg, when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Morris with the block, and he's able to get it back. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, LeBron, congrats on the win. What do you think made the difference tonight?
Defense. We made our mark defensively. We understand that for the long term, we have to defend at a high level. We've been doing that.
It does start at that end, LeBron. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.